The Most High is my rock. The Most High is my rock. In the name of Messiah, the Most High is my rock. The Most High is my rock. The Most High is my rock. Yeah. The Most High is my rock. I got my Bible on top. The Most High is my rock. No time for cupcake in the cutlet. Hit the streets and start cutting. The Israelites are bubbling. The Israelites are coming. I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. You can keep the stuffing. It's pagan, disdain, it's vain, it's nothing. The European Union about to hit the button. And I feel sorry for you if you think the Lord is bluffing. That's why I hit the booth and I tell the truth. Are you fishing with the truth? Homie, where's your fruit? If the Most High is your rock, don't treat him like a side piece. Come in this truth plan and treat you like a side piece. He's the God of mercy and wrath. So do you...
Knowledge, we're going to go ahead and do like we always do, get this jumping off. Let everybody log in, get logged in, see if anybody got any questions. We'll start out with questions, and if anybody has any, we'll answer those. If not, we'll go ahead and get this class going. We got another good class for y'all. Before we go into that, let me go over these little announcements. We go over, majority of this is for new people. All right, we've been getting a lot of new subscribers, and we welcome y'all. We have classes in Houston, classes in San Antonio. We have classes in Virginia. Okay, so if you want to get class, in those areas, we're working on a few other areas, man. There's a lot of brothers that want to really step up in certain cities and do some things. So look out for that. It's in the door. Look out for those things. I was just talking to the brother in Delaware, the brother Mustafa in Yonkers. So there's some moves that in the future we're going to be making. So look out for that. Just trying to do our part, man. There's a lot of great Hebrew Israelite brothers scattered doing the work. We're just trying to do our part. So,
check for questions.
Check for questions. Yeah, do me a favor. Yeah. So, we have classes in those locations. And for you brothers and sisters that are new, if you subscribe to the other channel, the Israelite School of Biblical History and Practical Knowledge, is the acronym spelled out. You can go ahead and get 6 days of class. All right. Like I said, I know are you old school brothers or brothers that been with us for a while, you already know these things, but it's for the new people. All right. So Houston is at 8524 South Braeswood. Virginia, we're at 2610 Granby, and San Antonio is 4444 Walsen Road. All right, so we got a few places, man, that we, like I said, we doing our thing, doing our part as servants of the Most High. So class is from 7 to 9, Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays out here. And then all the other days Houston has, all right? One most important thing that we got coming up is Passover. Purim just ended, it was good. Brotherhood, the kids, they had fun. Gifts, it was real good. It's always good to take time out for these feast days and commemorate the day, but also enjoy the brotherhood. So we did that. Passover is coming up April 12th. So it's right around the corner. That's one of the major events for all you brothers and sisters that are coming in and that are new to the laws and commandments and all the things that the Most High said we're supposed to be following, coming out of Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, and all these things that's not in the scriptures. Passover is one of the main events. If you remember in the Bible, Christ himself was headed up at 12 years old to the feast. He, the night they feasted was that picture that's depicted, that was at the Passover when they all sat down and ate with each other. So this is what the Passover is coming up on April 12th. That day two feasts is brothers and sisters should be off of work. So that's why we're doing it on that day. And we'll throw this information up there when she gets back. Let's see here. We got some classes on there, blogtalkradio.com/MASHAHBA. That's by Mashaba, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9:30 a.m. There's also old shows on there. Y'all can check that out. We have a few other things we do online, which is our news. All right, our news channel, and if you could throw that in there in the you could throw one of the news in the link, the news, and then it's Israelite Media Corp, and then the Hidden Truth Bible Show. We got those things. We ask y'all to support those. We try to get all the clutter out from our other channel, because we're doing so many things like class, our cable show, we do a news show. We kind of separated those things. So to make it easier for people to accessibility, and if YouTube goes crazy and wants to shut one channel down, we have other channels to do those things. So let's get those subscriptions up, views up, support that, please. They're only we're going to the cable show and the news channel. We're only going to do 30 minutes on those, because we know what type of generation we're in. So we're going to get those to 30 minutes. Let me see here. Right, if you want to contact me, I'm at 281-707-2737. And once again, the sister will be throwing this information up there. Quatazop is at 303-557-8979. All right. So, anybody want to give donations, alms, offerings, anything you want to give, books, Bibles, pens, papers, pencils, anything, you can send it to the school, or you can go online at isbhpk@gmail and Google Wallet any funds. So, once again, we thank all the brothers, sisters that do help every month. I don't know if y'all know, but without y'all, it'd be real hard. So we appreciate y'all, really. Other than that, that's out of the way. Let's go ahead and get class going. See if y'all have any questions. Yeah. Go ahead.
This is Aggie student. Is it sinful for a wife to backtalk her husband when he's trying to instruct her on how the Bible commands both parties to live and conduct themselves? If so, what scriptures discourage/condemn this?
Okay, so
Behavior by the wife, was it say?
hold on one second. So read it one more time so we can get it out there.
Is it sinful for a wife to backtalk her husband when he's trying to instruct her on how the Bible commands both parties to live and conduct themselves? If so, what scriptures discourage/condemn this behavior by the wife? Right.
So of course it's sinful, because and it's not only sinful for a woman, it's sinful for a Hebrew Israelite to get in the back and forth and the arguing. So let's touch on that real quick. And I know your question is geared towards women or towards a woman. I'm not sure what situation it is, if it's yours or somebody else's situation, but go to, and let's establish this real quick. Go to, I think it's in James. Got a few ones popping in my brain. Go to,
James 3:16.
Is it?
For what envying and strife is?
Yeah. Yep. Yes, sir. Go ahead, read that.
James chapter 3, verse 16.
And just let's establish from the door that what type of spirit this is. Because yeah, it's good. Your question's geared towards women, but this is beyond women. Why? Because this is a spirit that Israelites deal with. I can't be told nothing. I don't want to hear nothing unless it's from the white man or TV. This is that spirit. So it's disgusting. It's almost seems like the ego of the Israelite man and woman is in outer space. Like they can't sit, shut up, and listen without getting their feelings hurt. So, you know, this is our problem. You know, and what's his name? Lakarab went over a good class yesterday. I watched that from beginning to end. He went over humility, humble. And this is what they lack. This is why it gets into arguments and fightings and back and forth. And I don't want to hear you. I don't want to respect your decision making. So read where you're at again.
James 3, verse 16.
James 3 and 16. Go ahead.
For where envy and strife is.
Right, where envy and strife. Well, now, what is strife? Strife is back and forth. And I'm going to get it here for you. Get you a good definition of this. So, anger or bitter disagreement. Anger or bitter disagreement over fundamental issues. Strife with the community. So, conflict, friction, discord, disagreement, dissension, variance, dispute, argument, quarreling, wrangling, controversy, contention, disharmony, which we know it brings in the house. It brings in the school. And I'm going to say it again. I know you're saying this for a woman, but you know why I'm going to bring it around to brothers? Because niggas be like that too. And I mean that when it's time for the man to come in and learn, brothers, that ego goes through the roof. Now, in your case, yeah, the woman is supposed to know how to submit to the man. She knows she's supposed to understand the order. We're getting to that point. Let us establish this. This is establishing that spirit itself, wherever it comes from, is garbage. It's disruptive. It's negative. It's not of the Most High. Go ahead.
And there is confusion and every evil work.
Yeah, that's why there's confusion. A lot of this negative, a lot of the striving, and I don't want to hear the dissension, the back and forth, is because I don't want to hear. I don't want to listen to you. But now when it comes to this topic, we always come up with a question. And this is a question based on the brother's question to us. Do you women go and do that to your job? Do you not go, if you get hired what do they, when they just type in information, what is it?
Data entry.
Yeah, if you're a data entry person and the boss tells you, I need you to go pick up my laundry. Yeah. I need you to pick up my laundry. Are you going to be like, well, but that's not what I was hired for. See, that's what I'm saying. See, every time I get with you niggas, there's some nigga always trying to tell me what to... You're not going to do that. You're going to say, yes, sir. Yes. This is where that logic doesn't enter into the home. That obedience does not enter into the home. And then you got strife. Then there's what? Confusion. And every evil work. It happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of women that be in doing the work of the Most High, but they don't want to be led. They don't want to be told or guided. And it's a problem. It's a pride demon. But you go to your boss, you humble to him. You go to your loudmouth ass, fake hair, weave wearing, eyelash wearing girlfriend, and you'll sit there and shut up and let her pump that into your mind. You got to see that this is bringing negative in your house. So it has to be established order. righteousness, holiness according to the commandments. Read verse 17.
Verse 17.
Uh-huh.
But the wisdom that is from above is first pure.
Right, see, but the wisdom of the Most High is supposed to be pure. Go ahead.
Then peaceable.
It's supposed to be what?
Peaceable.
It's supposed to be peaceable. The scripture says in 1 Corinthians 14:33, God is not the author of confusion, but of peace. So where's this confusion coming from? Well, it's coming from him. He don't want to never listen to me. He doesn't listen to you maybe because you don't know how to speak. You don't know how to communicate. You don't know how to deliver your message. And if he did give you the power to make decisions, you'd have a dog collar over his neck, making him bark and walk around with the person in the mall. So you got to see what's going on here, that the order structure of the family has to be put back in order. And it's the husband's job, if according to the brother's question, if he's sitting you down with the Bible, not with a blunt, some coke, and a 45, then there shouldn't be nothing you're saying back. It comes back to your ego. You think about this, it comes back to your ego. If he's putting a damn 45 on the table and pistol whipping you, then I can see you fight back. But you got these Bible guys, these Christians in the true sense, not into Christianity, but real followers of Christ, trying to, hey baby, let's sit down, let's talk about Christ. And you're back and forth, arguing, argumentative, fighting. You got to see that's an evil work. That's not of the Most High. The Spirit of the Most High is pure, then peaceable. Read.
Gentle.
What?
Gentle.
And these we're going to go through and show that the values of being gentle is what a lot of these women don't have. They don't know how to be gentle no more. They get in these relationships and they want to be the man. They want to be the man so much that they start aggressively trying to take over the household. And we've been over that before, about usurping authority over the man. And usurp means to take power position that's not yours. So, I mean, you got to see what the scriptures are saying. You're supposed to be peaceable, gentle. Read.
And easy to be entreated.
Yeah, if there's a problem, if your husband got an issue with you, you got to find out, you got to see that. You're supposed to be able to sit down, unclog your ears, and listen. Why? Because this is your husband. He's dedicated to the house, to the family. He's now transitioned from the nigga, the thug, the weed head, the I'm going to sit here and play video games all day guy, to a man that wants to guide himself in wisdom and understanding. It's a transition, and you guys got to start transitioning. You women have to start transitioning with your husband instead of being like, nah, I ain't gonna, that's you. That's going to divide the family. Can two walk together, at least they be agreed. So these values, you got to see they're righteous. These are righteous values. To be peaceable and gentle, easy to be entreated. Go ahead.
Full of mercy and good fruits.
Read.
Without partiality.
Right.
And without hypocrisy.
And that's what the whole nation is supposed to be partaking in. And yeah, you can say something back to him. Well, I can't say nothing to him. You can. But now's your time. When he's sitting you down, it's not time to be like, well, you do this. It's like, well, you could have brought that to me some other time. It doesn't work like that. When you're getting counsel or getting taught, now you want to bring up all the old things. No, we can get to that. But I'm dealing with you on your issues right now. That's verse 17, right?
God.
Jump up to verse 14.
Verse 14. But if ye have bitter envy and strife in your hearts,
right?
Glory not and lie not against the truth.
Right. You see this? So this bitter envy and striving and fighting each other and arguing with each other, you're just going to destroy. You're just going to destroy your household. The scriptures is telling us that don't supposed to be among us, because you got negative around your house. You got negative around your house. The kids are going to see that. Your daughters are going to see that. Your sons are going to see that. They see these examples, and you're just coming from the old man and the old woman, and y'all supposed to be a standard for the kids, because the kids learned all that niggerism you did before. Now you got the truth. You're going to make it even that much more harder on yourselves to be a front against evil and wickedness. You got to see what you're doing. This is about your family. This is about your household. And you guys got to see that your emotions and your pride, if that's worth more, you're going to destroy every house you get in. It don't matter. You get with this guy, you disrespect him. This is the last straw. If you were the Israelite man, that's your last straw. You know why? Because the Israelite man, if he's trying to open up the Bible, laws and commandments, and teach you out of righteousness, then who else is going to do that? What other man before him sat you down and said, let's do it the way that God said? You got to think about that. I'm not saying it hasn't been done, but I guarantee you it's rare. It's very rare. So you got to see that the Most High sets you in that place where you're at to learn, to listen, to gain wisdom, and for y'all to grow in righteousness. So did you finish? Read that one more time. Verse 17, right? No, 14.
Verse 14. But if ye have bitter envy and strife in your hearts,
right,
glory not and lie not against the truth.
You see that? And that's where a lot of brothers and sisters need to stop and sit back and say, damn, I got demons on me. I got a lot of bitterness and envying in my heart. Why? Because I don't like the way he corrected me. This man took this power, and I'm not going to give that power to no man, and ain't no man going to be over me. Then you're not going to be dealing with a man of the knowledge, because the man of the knowledge is there's an order established. God, Christ, man, and women. The man is supposed to run the house with wisdom and understanding, right? With mercy, meekness, patience, kindness, and long suffering. Yes. So when you're getting that, you got to be able to hear. And for y'all that just tuned in, the brother had a question. What was the question again for them that they just might tune in?
Is it sinful for a wife to backtalk her husband when he's trying to instruct her on how the Bible commands both parties to live and conduct themselves?
There you go. I mean, that's a reasonable question, right? I'm sitting there, I'm teaching my rib on how to conduct herself according to the Bible. And I'm not doing it from one-sided. He said, you can tell the mind of this brother that's saying this, because he's saying from both parties, how I conduct myself as a man and you conduct yourself as a woman, right?
God.
But she's not listening. I mean, what else the hell do you want? He's at least not a maniac and just it's all about you. He's saying, I'm telling you how both of us supposed to conduct ourselves. So even from the man's text, I can see, okay, this man got a little reason in his mind. So we're going to the scriptures to show in a wide sense that it doesn't matter man or woman, striving and fighting, go get it, yeah, striving and fighting and arguing and discord, the Most High don't want that, all right? The Most High is not with that. We're going to go to 1 Corinthians 3. We're going to go to 1 Corinthians 3. Oh, dang. She took the key. You don't got one?
No.
Who's that, Johnny?
Yes, sir. I can try to go to the back of another code.
You know it?
It was on.
Yeah, she took the key. Did you tell him?
Yeah, I said I had the key. So I'm gonna
Okay, yeah. Okay, you got to hurry up. Well, go ahead and deal with that. I'll read this. So this is 1 Corinthians 3, verse 3. Let me see here. So it's a good question, man, and I'm gonna say this. This is a constant battle with the Hebrew Israelite man, because what we did to the Most High, not giving the women an excuse, but now we have to be patient. The Most High is teaching you a few things in your household: patience, long suffering. That way, as you become a bishop, a teacher, you are going to be able to go be that for the brothers, the sisters, your nation. So these values and the things you have to deal with your rib and your kids and your household, you first learn it with them, and then you're able to apply it in your house. So, yeah, it's what you have to go through as a Hebrew Israelite. That's not saying that gives your wife license to be a disgruntled demon. We're reading it. So I'm going to jump over to 1 Corinthians 3:3, and I'll read while he's doing the door. It says, For ye are yet carnal, for whereas there is among you envying and strife. That's a carnal mind. I'll read again, what does strife mean? And this is what we have to understand, that a lot of brothers and sisters don't understand. Yeah, it is a sin. It's a sin to always want to be fighting and arguing. You always got some. Oh, Slum got it. Yeah, she grabbed the key. It is a sin to always want to be fighting and arguing. It's a sin. Like, you got demons on you all the time. And hey, listen, bruh, I understand. I understand. But you know what? I'll tell you this. From the brother's question, that's how you know that it's a demon in Israel. You get these women and they don't want to submit. You get these women, yeah, I know. You went to the dirt. You went through these, you deal with these women in the nation of Israel, and you try to be a good man, and they got that niggerism inside of them. They want to fight, and they want to argue, and they want to go back and forth, and they want to do those things instead of locking into the spirit. We're at 1 Corinthians 3. So I'm going to read it again if y'all didn't get it. Strife is friction, discord. That's what you're doing to the household. So the brother's question, is it a sin? Yes. Most I don't supposed to be of the nation. We're supposed to be able to sit down and handle things with wisdom and understanding. Not all that. See, that's the thing. Like, I remember a sister, man, I got a while back, and she was telling me about her old relationships, and all they did was fight. You know what I mean? To where he busted her front teeth out. You know what I mean? But our people like that. Like, some people think that's sexy. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, oh yeah, we break up to make up, right? Nah, ain't no break up to make up. You gotta do like the scripture say. You gotta get him to wanna sleep in another room in the roof of the housetop. So you gotta see that the Spirit is showing us that the Most High is not dealing with strife. Like, everything got to be an argument. I tell you to do it this way. You got to talk back because you don't like it that way. Well, hey, baby, do me a favor. Go online and do this for me. Well, how do you want it? It's like, why is everything a fight? Like, it's not all that hard. But I'm going to say it again. And I know y'all ain't going to like this. I'm going to say this again, and I know it's going to cut some of y'all to the heart. But this is why the Most High said it was okay for a man to have more than one woman. Because he's not just going to kiss one's woman ass when she's like, well, we're arguing, so you know what? You're in the doghouse. You know what I mean? No sex for 3 weeks. Okay, cool. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's fine. You know what I mean? Guess what? You're in the doghouse. I'm going to put 2 months on you. You know what I mean? I'm not coming over for 2 months. Why? Because you want to be a disrespectful wife. But that power, see, that's why that power was taken from the woman. America gives that power back to her. Right? Yeah. And all these men that go up under that mind state, that power holds them. What's up with you? Nothing, man. Just me and my ribs. She don't want to do nothing. Bruh, I can count like this on my fingers how many brothers. What's up with you? They come with the sad, droopy. She just is like, she don't want to do nothing. She get angry at me and puts, you know what I mean? And you a Hebrew Israelite? Nigga, please. You know what I mean? Nah. But the problem is that these women still got that mind state. So strife is friction, discord, disagreement, dissension. That's really what it is. There's dissension in your household. Variance, dispute, argument, quarreling, wrangling, bickering, controversy, contention, and really it brings disharmony. It's disharmony to your house. So read that. 1 Corinthians 3:3, read it again.
For ye are yet carnal, whereas there is among you envy,
right,
and strife.
Yeah, that's carnal. That's confusion. Go ahead.
And divisions.
And what?
And divisions.
And that's what it brings. It's going to bring division in your household. It's going to bring division, hatred, and negative in your household. Go ahead.
Are ye not carnal and walk as men?
Yeah, you're walking in the flesh. So you're not spiritual when you're out of order with your husband and challenging him and trying to argue about everything. And he says spaghetti tonight. Well, I already had fish cooked. See, nigga, you're never pleased. It's like, but you asked what I wanted. You know what I mean? Baby, what you want tonight? Oh, I was thinking about doing some fish, but I already had bought. It's like, why'd you ask then? You know what I mean? Why you gonna ask? See, it's a contentious spirit. Babe, I need you to go do me a favor. Go over here, go there. Well, see, you're never worried about what it's like, you just gotta tell me what you got going on. You don't have to lose your mind at every instance, every situation. Just talk. But we don't know how to talk as households and families. So I'm going to stick with the question. If he's sitting down, if you have a man sitting down and trying to conversate with you and be wholesome and righteous, what else do you want? You got to see what's going on here. It's confusion. Go to James 4 verse 1. James 4:1. Real quick. So, the brother's question was on, is it out of order when you rib or when a woman, you try to talk? That's why I have him read it, because I'm going to butcher it. But basically, if you're trying to conversate with your wife and talk, yeah, read it. Go ahead.
Is it sinful for a wife to backtalk her husband
when
he's trying to instruct her on how the Bible commands both parties to live and conduct themselves?
Yeah.
If so, what scriptures discourage/condemn this behavior by the wife?
Right. So we're going over scriptures to show it condemns the behavior of all Israel. Like the striving and arguing and back and forth and contention, the Most High does not want it. All right. So read that real quick. 4:1.
James chapter 4 verse 1.
Uh-huh.
From whence come wars and fightings amongst you?
Right.
Come they not hence, even of your lust that war in your members?
Yeah. Your lust, meaning your desire. So a lot of this comes from the wife's desire to do it her way and not to fall in line with the order that the Most High established. And caked on top of that, I can get anybody else, nigga, I don't need you. I got my own job, I got my own money, I got my own rent, I got my own that nigga, all that stuff. Pride comes in. That's your desire. That's not the Most High's desire. Because if you, as we go through this, the Most High's desire was for you to be humble to your husband in your household. And that doesn't mean that you're a footstool and he gets to kick you in the face and he gets to just go around, do drugs, do dope, jumping with women here, women there, and coming home and being like, he's a disgruntled. That don't mean that. What it means is that if you got this righteous man sitting down with the Bible trying to show you, then you got a man that's trying to guide his life righteously. So you need to shut up and listen. Really, you need to just shut the hell up and learn how to listen. Because he's giving you what you need. You just don't like it because it's your ego. What? Go ahead, read on.
Verse 2. Ye lust and have not.
But that's why the Most High don't give you the things. That's why a lot of these women, man, y'all don't get the things you want. You don't get the things you want because the Most High holds it back from you. The Most High holds back those blessings. Right? Man, you watch those demons when they jump on a woman, you get bitter, you get angry, you get disrespectful. I mean, look at them out in the streets. They go into lesbianism. If they don't go there, they go into, I'm just gonna bang every man that I meet, and then go to lesbianism. Like, they lose it. They lose it because they don't want to do things in accordance with the commandments and the knowledge and the word. And I know my words are forceful, but they have to be, because the black woman, the Hispanic woman, the Israelite woman, y'all got a lot of damn pride. But you got to see that when Christ come back, he's going to bring your ass low. He's going to bring you low. And get in order with your husband now, because if not, you're going to be the last one he sees. When it says 7 women shall take hold of one man, if you don't get in order now, you're going to be the 100th. I'll get to you when I get to you. Be the one that is showing forth to the Most High that you want to please the Most High. Your husband's going to see that. When you automatically please the Creator, then you're automatically falling in suit with what the commandments say. And I'm going to say this out there for the ones that don't got any damn sense. This doesn't mean that the woman's a footstool. All it means is that the same damn respect you give to your boss, the same respect you give to your husband. And understanding you guys are a corporation in itself. Your husband is a CEO, whatever the hell it is. Right? You under him. And then the kids under you. So it's the same thing. It doesn't mean that, once again, you ain't nothing. You garbage. I ain't gonna listen to you. You know, I listen to my ribs, but at the same time, when I see that spirit perking up of pride and ego and I can't listen, then I pull that power away. No, just do it the way I'm telling you to do it. Well, why? Well, don't worry about it. Just do what I'm telling you. Then I might have to conversate with him and say, well, why you're not taking any of my advice no more? Because your ego is getting to you. Your pride is getting to you. What?
I'll be thinking about this. Proverbs 13 and 10.
We gonna go there. Let's go there. Let's go there. You know, so it's those things. Yeah. You know what? That's where we go next. Right. Proverbs 13 and 10. So those things pull you away from righteousness. You guys got to see what you're doing. It don't have to be all that. Don't have to be this confusion. So read that Proverbs 13 and 10. So no. Did you finish the 4 and 1 first? Finish that James 4 and 1, and then we'll go to Proverbs 13 and 10.
James 4 and 1. From whence come wars and fightings among you?
Right.
Come they not hence, even of your lust, that war in your members?
Yeah, it's your desire. It's your desire that wars in your members. And you want it your way, or actually not your way. You want it your way, Oprah's way, Will Smith, the round table way. My mama said, my homegirl with the fake weave and fake eyelashes said. And you want all those ways instead of saying, damn, let me see what the Most High said. How is a woman going to establish her house? A wise woman buildeth her house. Wisdom buildeth her house. Right? That's what you're supposed to be saying. Damn, I'm doing worse. I'm looking at my husband. He's having these conversations with me. Obviously, this ain't biblically. Then how do I relay my frustration, my anger out without being a disgruntled demonic woman? I gotta dial it back. Sit down and think about what you're gonna say. Have respect for your husband. Have respect for the Most High. And then you'll be able to relay your message with humility. And that's all you have to offer. It's humility to the Most High and to your husband. So go from there. Go read that. Because we're talking about this strife being a spirit in Israel. And it don't need to be, based on his question, it definitely don't need to be between the man and the woman. The wife not ready to listen, but ready to argue all the time. Read that.
Proverbs 13 verse 10.
Yeah.
Only by pride cometh contention, but with the well-advised is wisdom.
Right, but with the well-advised is wisdom. And what does the question say? He's trying to advise you. And what happens? You got conflict. Why? Because you don't like his method. But you will top your boss off real quick. Right? Oh, yes, sir, master. You running the boss, you know what I mean? Then you come home. What do you got for your husband? You didn't just see I got off of work, nigga. It's like, damn, comfort. You know, you're supposed to be my rib. You only have those qualities to offer to your husband. Comfort, love, gentleness. You know what I mean? Think about it. Like when you first got in a relationship. That's why the first time, these first relationships, when you're in a relationship, the beginning is the best. Because you remember what gentleness is, love is, compassion. You remember what long suffering is. You remember what care is. It feels good. It feels good. It's like, dang, you know, wait a minute. All women ain't damn disgruntled, loud, disrespectful, hateful, and just bitter as hell, and get fat and get old. You know what I mean? You realize that, dang. And that don't even have to be the spirit. But that's a spirit a lot of time that consumes the woman. This bitterness, this hatred, this I want to get control and I can't, and I'm trying to pull him and he's trying to pull it, and it's war in your house. Read it one more time.
Proverbs 13:10. Only by pride cometh contention.
Right.
But with the well-advised is wisdom.
But with the well-advised is wisdom. You're supposed to be wanting to be advised. Right? You're supposed to want it to be advised. Proverbs 18:6.
Proverbs 18 verse 6.
Go ahead, read that.
A fool's lips enter into contention.
Wait, somebody that wants to always, let me show y'all what contention is. I'm going to show y'all this one. I'm going to look up contention. Check this out. Contention, strife. So it's the same word. Strife, struggle, a violent effort to obtain something. Right? It's like it always has to be a battle. You could be calm. Hey babe, I need you to woo 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 woo, and it's just a bark. It's like, huh? Why is the strife, contention? It says, or to resist a person. Contention is you're resisting. The reason why you get so fluttered and so like this is because you're resisting your husband. And now it's turned into a bitterness. Yeah. And it's like every time he talks, here you go again. She's saying in his head, there you go again. Yep. He's not listening to me. He's not listening because you're disgruntled, you're loud, you're out of order, you have no self-respect.
And it's like, you know, and this is the saying, happy wife, happy life. You know, but what that means is that you just allow her to do whatever she wants to. Right. You know, it's like where that bitterness comes from is because you're not freely giving her she's not able to
do whatever she want to do.
Correct.
Like I said, if you give her the power,
yep.
If you give a wicked woman the power, yep. A wicked woman is the only one that wants that power over a man. Mm-hmm. They're the ones that had a nigga carrying their bags in the mall. Oh yeah. You know what I mean? He walking around with the bag and hold.
Yeah.
That
I had to ask my dad. I was like, I seen the Windsor. That's a woman bag. He had all the bags. I was like, who going on a shopping spree? Is it you or her? Her. I was like, ooh.
Because the whole earth is out of course.
Come.
And the man has been stripped from his nuts. Yeah. His cojones. They are no more there. And it's sad because a lot of you women don't understand that. That has destroyed the nation. It has pushed all the young black and Hispanic men to be transvestites and homosexuals. When you see your dad get yelled the hell at, first of all, the black dad ain't always there. So that's one strike. Two, when he is there, the nigga getting yelled at and he's shutting down like he's a you know, quiet pit bull. He's just big ass nigga, 250 pounds, you know what I mean, muscles everywhere, and he's just like, He's just like, yeah, I mean, right? You like, what do you think? You chopped off his nuts. Yep. He's like, man, you know what? I think of a Magic Johnson's son. Every time I see this 7'8" nigga with damn dressed like a woman.
Right. All that damn makeup on.
Yeah, it's like, but that's what you pushing men to do.
Yep.
And you're pushing yourself to be that whore, jumping from man to man to man, because you don't want to be in order with nobody. So you got to see what strife and contention does. I didn't even finish that. Read that one more time. Let me look that up again.
Proverbs 18 verse 6.
Okay, it says strife in words or debate, quarrel, angry, controversy. Everything got to be a damn controversy. You know what I mean? If I need this done, it's a controversy. I need you to go get more milk. It's controversy. You know what I mean? I need you to make sure the kids are doing this. It's controversy. It's like, you can, like I told my rib, I said, okay, you can explain to me that you're doing 1,000 things. I know you're a Hebrew Israelite woman and you're doing good, but your method is what is destructive. If you're hissing and hustling and puffing and throwing up and vomiting and spinhead turning, then it's confusion. It's just got to bring tension in our house. So this is what strife is, but where does it come from? Read it again.
A fool's lips enter into contention.
See, a fool is always trying to argue with you.
Yeah. And even the definition, it says exertion or contention for superiority, just like you said. What they're really trying to do is just trying to get the up on you. Oh, listen, we're going to do it my way.
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying, but listen, I want to do it my way. It says either by intelligence or physical efforts.
Right.
It says strife may be carried on between students or between mechanics.
Yeah.
Which means competition.
Yeah.
So they see it like as a competition, like, okay, I'm going to see if this man really going to stand his ground.
Right.
I'm going to see if I can break him down.
Because that's what a wicked woman does. A wicked woman tries to change roles, because that's what Massa showed her to do. When we was in slavery, they will buck break the man.
Yep.
And I know it sounds like butt break, because it is. But it was called buck breaking, like you would break a buck. They would spread the black man eagle right in front of their family and pump that hole open. They would break the black man like that. See, but that's why you can never let a woman break you. Never give your strength to a woman. When the scripture says that, y'all got to really understand that. Because she will break your ass, and then you will be submitting unto her more than the Most High. Don't never give no woman your power. Love them. Be gentle with them. Kind. But they got to know the only one you bow to and submit to is the Most High. Once they step out of that order, you're useless to me. If you can't serve the Most High and serve righteousness, then I could just go get any whore on the street, right? There's supposed to be a difference. You're supposed to be a mighty Hebrew Israelite sister that is desiring the will of the Most High. And that's only show forth through your actions and what you have to offer your husband. You ain't got virginity to offer him. That's been long gone.
Yep.
You ain't got that. What do you have as a wife? You have all these attributes that make you a wife. Humility, kindness, gentleness, patience, making the house a ambiance, a sweet ambiance.
Vibe.
Making the vibes beautiful. You know? So that's your job. Did you finish that?
Lie.
Go ahead.
And his mouth calleth for strokes.
Right. And his mouth calleth for what?
For strokes.
Yeah, you see, it's strokes, meaning always a fight. It's like now you got to be careful, because everything she wants to, it's a fight. It's a stroke. You know what I mean? It's like, whoa, well, no, we got to be dodging. I go in the house and what? You got to put your bandana down and get ready for what? Strokes.
Yep, sarcasm.
Sarcasm. What else?
Little indirect darts.
Yeah, indirect darts. Yeah, you're right. So, do you finish that?
Done.
Go to 12 and 16. I like these right here.
You know, like they're trying to, what do they call it? Provoke you.
Yeah.
You know, just to get you out the spirit.
Yeah. Yeah, bruh. And Yeah, they try to provoke you to go to the old man.
But I like it.
That old nigga, you know what I mean? Where you just hit them right in their temple and they start seizing. But, you know, luckily we're not those guys.
Told you not to mess with me.
Right. But, you know, I'm going to say this to you men. Before you go there, cut your nuts off because you submitted.
Yeah.
You submitted to their ignorance and stupid. That's why y'all got to understand, I got 2 daughters, 2 ribs. And when they come around, you know, my son came up to me the other day and he was dealing with something with the laundry. My rib told him, like, don't put the laundry in. He started tearing up. Man, I shut down the whole vibe. I was like, why are you crying? He was like, because I was like, but are you like them? Are you a woman? He was like, everybody just started looking at me like, what the hell is going on here? I'm trying to show him that you're moving off the emotions of these women. They get all, they get all like that. I'm getting all flustered. I'm going to do things out of emotions. And that's not a man. You know what I mean? That's why these niggas out here in the street, they ain't real men.
Facts.
They're not real men because the first cat that says something to them, nigga, what? Oh, shit, I'm going to the car. I would have bought this. Like, you're emotional, bro. You ain't got a dad. You never had a daddy to show you a disciplined mind. You know, and that's the problem with a lot of our brothers is you start to emulate the women.
Yeah.
You start to copy what the women do. So grab my water out, please. So read that where you're at.
Proverbs chapter 12, verse 16.
And do me a favor. During class, just put up class hours, all the stuff you didn't put up, like for the Passover, for the alms, all that. That way, the ones that didn't get it, they can get that. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to go there after this one. Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 12, verse 16.
And once again, we're establishing with these verses that the Most High doesn't deal with a striving, fighting, argumentative spirit across the board, man or women. Most High ain't dealing with that. You don't supposed to be in a household of negative. Like, who wants to go there? Who wants to go to a house like, here I go, the first time I walk in. That's why these niggas be on the balcony doing what? Smoking blunts.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
Playing their music.
we had a young guy like that every time. It's like, yeah, he's out on the balcony smoking blunts. I'm like, yeah, because your damn mouth is loud as hell. He don't know how to control his mind. It's all out of order. What?
No, that's
I
right.
mean,
Boy.
it's bad.
Say it again?
Some of the neighbor downstairs being his man by himself.
Oh yeah, we got a neighbor. He just be in the van playing games.
That was fun.
No, and then we can go into the house.
Go with his wife, but he can't.
His wife be over aggressive on us. Well, y'all going to Walmart? I'm going with y'all. Nigga, no, you're not. No, you're not.
And that's what's going to happen to the black and Hispanic woman and Israelite woman. Their mouths are going to be stopped in a hard way. They're going to be stopped. They're going to be put the hell in order. The Most High is going to put them in line. You can get away with it now. I know your private part is gold and the world got to worship for it, right? Nah. That's not going to happen. In the kingdom, the Most High is going to humble all that down. So you guys got to be aware of what you're doing. You're fighting against the purpose of the Most High. It's not going to be a good outcome for you with that ego. That ego cannot be taken to the kingdom of God. Most High is not dealing with that. Read that, Proverbs 12:16.
Proverbs chapter 12, verse 16. A fool's wrath is presently known.
A fool's wrath is presently known. How do you know she's a fool? Because she's always damn angry and fighting and arguing and they want to act like she's spiritual. It's like, hold on, you a demon. You can't all of a sudden be in the spirit when you got so many demons around you. You can't control your mind. You can't control your anger. You're always frustrated and irritated. The scriptures say the spirit is not frustrated. If you got so many spirits on you like that, you got to baptize yourself again. You got to be baptized.
Baptize your mind, let your brain.
Yeah, and I'm talking about with the Holy Spirit baptism. Because your mind is not understanding that Satan has taken over. And that's what the women of the world are. That's why they stab their husbands, killing their husbands killing them, poisoning them, shooting each other, beating each other up. It's like, or just, it might not be that. You know what it might be? Oh, I'm not dealing with him. I'm going to go find me a good dude, another guy. then you get on with him, and all he wants is to hit it anyway. When he hit it, he ain't spending no time with your mind. He ain't spending no time with your spirit. So you got to look at those things. Read that.
Proverbs 12:16. A fool's wrath is presently known.
So for y'all that asking about the question, read the question again.
Is it sinful for a wife to backtalk her husband when he's trying to instruct her on how the Bible commands both parties to live and conduct themselves?
Right. So we're going over showing you, it's simple when this backtalk, argument, and contention is mingled in your household. Okay? Go ahead.
But a prudent man covers shame.
But a prudent man, a prudent woman will cover her mouth. You should know it's shameful to be like that. It's shameful to be disrespectful and out of order and show your kids that, and you're loud and disgruntled. You want to be extra niggerish for no reason. It's a shame. And you should want to abstain from that. So just a few precepts on that. Go ahead, where you at?
This is Ecclesiastes 28 and verse 8. Ecclesiastes chapter 28 and verse 8. You know, just seeing the mind of the Most High when it deals with this strife, this contention, this battle for position. This, I feel as if I know everything. My way is the right way. Not according to the Most High. Read where you at.
Ecclesiastes chapter 28 verse 8.
Come on.
Abstain from strife.
Do what?
Abstain from strife.
Yeah, let that strife alone. All that contention, fighting, that's not where it's at. All those novellas you've been seeing, all those Netflix shows, all those, House of Wives Atlanta that is ratchet and just yell and scream. That ain't where it's at. Bro, strife, no. It said abstain from strife. Why? Read.
And thou shalt diminish thy sins.
Because strife brings nothing but sins. Now you cussing the man out his name, you hitting her, choking her out, doing all these different acts of fear. You're furious now, you're angry, because you're striving. That's why, man, the Most High want peace in the house, man. Like you said, that you quoted earlier, just about the peace.
Yeah.
He want a wife and a husband to agree together.
Yeah.
Not to be arguing every day.
We're going to go there too. Go ahead.
Keep reading.
For a furious man will kindle strife.
Yeah, so the furious man will kindle that strife. He's going to turn up. Yeah, that's why you're going to be on the wall. He choking you out. He got you on the ground. He don't know what else to do. All methods have been exhausted. Try to go to counseling. You know what I'm saying? He back talks him in there. He tried to, listen, I'm going to go to another room. Listen, you went right up in there, all in his ear. Slapped the food out of his hand. God dang. Even the man for the wife, man. Just turning it up. It says that, read that last precept.
A furious man will kindle strife.
Yeah, a furious man will kindle strife. Read.
A sinful man disquieted friends.
And that's what it is. When the strife comes, you sinful. But it says you disquieted friends. Because you always got something to say. You always got some discourse, some negativity. What this strife has brought within you, what it's created. Now you this negative Nancy, this negative Tom. Always got an issue, man. Nobody want to hear that. You disquieted friends. And the thing about it says you're friends. It ain't like it's your enemies. You always got something negative or something to say. Nah, I don't hear that. Nah, man. See. This is the reason why. Nah, man. But according to this, strife, man. It says you disquieted friends. Read.
And make it debate.
And do what? Hold on. Do what?
And make it debate.
Yeah, you always want to debate something. She always want to debate something.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah, and remember, we know this is question towards women, but we gotta hit it on brothers too, because brothers, a lot of times this be happening to you because you be doing it with brothers. So your rib go home and start, boom, unloading on your ass.
Yeah.
Because that's the example you hold. But when you got a man that's not doing that and trying to do right, the wife got to see, man, my husband is following the right example. He's not out there trying to debate and argue with everybody and be against and start contention everywhere. So why am I doing that in my household?
Finish that.
And make it debate among them that be at peace.
Yeah, among them that be at what?
At peace.
Come on, why? You not at peace because you got all that strife. Like you said, you got now you feeling bubbly, sinful, hateful, prideful. malicious now.
When that anger it gets in you, man, you can't even function correctly.
Oh no.
Because it starts to settle in as resentment and bitterness and all this stuff, and then you start accumulating stuff in your head on what reason why to fight over everything. Sad. You finished that?
Yeah, you can finish. Yes, sir.
Remember, what is the woman supposed to establish? Peace, right? She's supposed to be peaceful and listening. So before we go into the peace part, what does it say she's supposed to be doing? Right? Go to Proverbs 12 and verse 15. Proverbs 12 verse 15. So I'm going off that Proverbs 13:10 where it said the well-advised. Right? Because another portion of this question is, obviously she's not listening. She doesn't respect advice or counsel. She doesn't understand that she's getting the counsel from the scriptures. She don't respect that. Maybe she doesn't know what the Bible says. So let's enlighten her on what the Bible says. Go ahead.
Proverbs 12 verse 15. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes.
Right.
But he that hearkeneth unto counsel
He
is
that
wise.
doeth what?
He that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise.
He that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise. You're supposed to be listening. You're supposed to be hearing. You're supposed to be humbling yourself to understand what your husband wants. Go ahead.
Verse 16. A fool's wrath is presently known.
But a fool's wrath is presently known, right? Why? Because I don't want to hear. Why is it easy to be known? Because when you got the advice, hey man, you know what? I think you should do it. Well, no, I don't want to do it like that. It's like, whoa. Now you're getting wrathful because it shows what you are. Go ahead.
But a prudent man covereth shame.
So once again, reiterating that the way of a fool is right in his own eyes. You're supposed to be willing to hear. Right? You're supposed to be willing to listen. Go to Ecclesiastes. This one. Yeah, that's 26, right?
In verse 15.
Go to Ecclesiastes 26, verse 14.
Ecclesiastes chapter 26, verse 14.
Go ahead.
A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord.
Read it again.
A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord.
Where are you at?
Ecclesiastes chapter 26, verse 14.
Oh yeah, this is
okay, hold on one second. So, is the Bible telling you to only deal with mute wives? Like you can only deal with a woman that's mute. So what does it mean by silent and loving? Wait, hold on. Let me add that. Let me be real facetious with this. Is the Bible telling you she got to be dumb, deaf, and blind?
Wow.
No. So what does it mean by silent?
Showing discretion.
When she's been told something not to speak.
Right. When she's showing discretion, when she's told something not to speak. What else? What does it mean for her to be silent?
Meaning she's listening.
She's listening. Now, if there's argument, then somebody ain't listening. You ain't listening. This is what the scripture's saying. Is silent doesn't mean like they told you. Well, that was in the 1600s. That's you just want a woman to be done. No, I want you to do what you do at your job. I don't want you to be dumb. I don't need nobody dumb. I need innovative, thinking, wise, productive women like Proverbs 31. I need you to know you got to get the bag, bring the bag home, and we all can eat. I'm going to get the bag, we bring the bags together, and we eat. I don't need no dummies.
right.
So, no, this is not saying silent as in you're stupid or ignorant. It means that she knows how to conduct herself and knows when to speak, knows how to speak. That's all it's saying.
Yeah, the definition goes into calm.
What?
Calm.
Ooh.
Speaking little, not inclined to much talking. Why? Because she's listening, being instructed.
That's a good one.
Calm.
That's real nice. Well, so read it again.
A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord.
Right, and I'm going to say this. The reason why I'm going in answering this class, this topic with multiple scriptures, is because if y'all haven't noticed, the pestilence is taking out hundreds of thousands of people all throughout the world. Finna be millions. Y'all gotta see, man, this time is coming short. What you're doing, your actions can be detrimental. It's those times where the scriptures say one should be taken from a house, the other left. You women got to understand that Most High is putting you in a position to save yourself. These qualities are not just for the husband. They're qualities that God wants instilled inside you for you to make it to the kingdom. And some of when they were going over the humility yesterday, pointed this out. You think the Most High is going to let a disgruntled, loud, wicked, boastful nigga in the kingdom of heaven? No, just like he's not going to let that to a woman. Yep. He's not going to let that to he's not looking at you're 5'5", you got big muscles, oh, that brother's handsome. He's not looking at, oh, whoa, she's 5'4", she's slim, thick.
Right, long hair.
Yeah, like long hair, like she's gonna make it. He's looking at the qualities that's supposed to be inside you. Y'all don't get this, that this ain't got nothing to do with man. First of all, that quality obviously from the husband is hateful. Like nobody wants that as a husband. Nobody wants a loud, disrespectful, disobedient, damn disgruntled woman. Yes, but still, that quality, the Most High doesn't want it. So you got to see that this is bigger than just, oh, that's you because you want a dumb woman. No, I don't want a dumb woman. I want somebody smart, but I want somebody to be able to communicate with and understand that I am the CEO. Okay. And that I do respect your opinion. That's why I keep giving you, hey, you know what you think about that? What you think that? But the problem is that you took that and then you went into outer space. Oh, so you're not going to listen? Just do it your way. Just do it your way. It's like, damn, I done let you make the last 10 decisions because I do respect your opinion. But when I tell you to do it my way, now you out of your damn mind? You lost it?
Right, you rather be alone?
Yeah, you. It's like y'all for that. Because when they get that one too, you know what? I'm not gonna make it up there tonight. Then it's like, why? Because your spirit's out of order. You're not welcoming. You're not comforting. You're not doing the will of the Most High. Go ahead, read it again.
A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord.
Right.
And there's nothing so much work as a mind well instructed.
So this is why we went there. Because if you're listening, you're going to be able to be instructed. If you're arguing over your husband and going back and forth with him in contention and striving, then you're not listening to him and you're not going to be instructed. Go ahead.
Verse 15. A shamefast and faithful woman is a double grace.
Right. So it's showing you that this woman is shamefaced, meaning that she knows how to conduct herself and know that that's not acceptable. What's not acceptable? Usurping authority over the man. She knows that. She don't supposed to usurp the authority over a man. So, yeah, it's a sin for your rib to just get out of line and get disgruntled and out of order. Right? So, this is, go read that one more time. No, go from there, go to, hold on, I got to get it. Because I want to get the ones direct to his question. Ecclesiastes 25 and 20.
Ecclesiastes chapter 25 and 20.
Ecclesiastes 25 and 20. Go ahead.
As the climbing up of a sandy way.
No, read 19.
Verse 19.
Read. Never mind. Go ahead.
All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman.
Right.
Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her.
Right.
As the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the aged, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man.
Right. So, I just want it done. I don't need to hear your mouth. Could you do this for me? If you're going to complain and argue, guess what? I can get somebody else to do it. somebody that wants to do it. That's how the Most High deal with us, right? And we're not going to be able to hit it tonight because I already can see this is going over. But when he goes over his complaining class, what happens when you complain to the Most High? Most High just be like, nigga, I'll get somebody else to do it. You want to cry? Well, I got to be over there this time. So you're trying to say I got to get more of my class days to the Most High. What about my rib and my family? Well, you go be a husbandman, and I'll get the priest of the Most High to come forth. I don't need you. You don't want to do this, then don't do it. That's how the Most High is. Same thing in the household. Like, you got to understand your husband is looking to you to handle things so he won't have to call on somebody else to do it. Right? But you got a person that all the time is arguing, you don't want to do your job. Okay, I'm going to get somebody else to do it. Well, you need, so you're going to get, yes, because you don't want to do it. All you do is argue and fight with me. It's like going up a sandy hill. What happens when an aged man tries to go up a sandy hill? He's wheezing and oh shit, oh that hip. You going up that sandy. That's how it is. It's like you're so damn mouthy. Right. It's like climbing up this sandy hill. Go ahead.
That was it.
To a quiet man, right? Jump up to verse 16.
Verse 16. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon.
And that's what he's saying. It's like, damn, this mouthy woman, this woman that wants to argue all the time, I'd rather dwell with a what?
A lion or a dragon.
Who wants to dwell? And it's almost like, you can see the scripture though. Like if you put yourself in this, if you know about this situation, you could be like, damn, right now, I'd rather be homeless.
Right.
Right now, I'd rather be anywhere on the earth.
Yeah, with them goons, man.
Yeah, than with you.
Dodging bullets.
Right.
Dodging bullets in the street.
War to get away from you.
Yeah, it's like, I'm here. Well, I'm going to go into that. Go ahead, read.
I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman.
Right. You see that? Because this is an attribute. Going back to your question, brother, this is an attribute of a wicked woman. A woman that is argumentative all the time, back and forth, trying to fight you on every way. Curse the Most High and die. Give your power to me. Because that's what you're saying. You're saying, give your power to me, give your strength to me, and submit to me. Then you're a wicked woman. Go ahead.
Verse 17.
Uh-huh.
The wickedness of a woman changes her face.
And that's what happens to her. She's yelling. She's screaming. Yep. She gets argumentative. You know what I mean? You see her body start to change. It's like, damn, you had a meek decor. You had a meek vibe around you. Now look at you. You looking sick.
Right, looking like a Tasmanian devil. Wild. And
you look at you.
Untamed.
Like, but you can see the spirit.
Yeah.
It's a spirit of a nigga.
Straight up.
It's a spirit of a nigga. It's like
they start tilting like this. You start looking like this.
Yeah, it's just niggerish, bro. It's real evil. But that's why you rather go to a lion or a dragon. Somebody else got a question? Oh, I thought. Go ahead, read.
And darkeneth her countenance.
And doeth what?
Darkeneth her countenance.
See, your husband no longer wants to be at home because you are a witch now. Right? Because your countenance has left the spirit of the Lord and now it's darkened with wickedness. And that's what you see out in these streets. A lot of these women, yeah, they got big booties. Yes, they look good, but their spirit is dark.
Oh, yeah.
And all they're used for is what the streets use them for, pieces of meat. They don't want nothing else either anyway. It's funny, man. You just gotta watch. If y'all are really watching social, these little series and Real House, this and that, just sit back and look at them. These niggas been past. It's like she just got with Joe Budden, just had a baby. Right when they had the baby, they break up. He just got with a old girl from the Kardashians. Chloe. Right when they had a baby.
Chloe, oh yeah.
Right when they had a baby, Chloe broke up with him. Right when she when the young one had a baby with old boy. Why? No, the other young one, Kylie. She had a baby with old boy. Didn't they break up? It's like, why? Now, I'm not saying these are righteous men. By no means. I know those niggas is wicked too. They doing a lot of defiled things. But one thing you understand about the Kardashians, they run their men.
Oh yeah.
These hoes run their man. The momager comes in and is like, listen, move this nigga here. Right. Put him there. Kanye, that's why he's like,
oh, he tried it.
Mary. He said, Mama. She was like, remember on the video?
Yeah, you made me into this.
Yeah, you made me into this. He's like, he was there. When I see that video,
He's got to walk out.
you know what I seen though? I seen what they say, karma.
Oh yeah.
You reap what you sow.
Oh yeah.
It came right back around to him. All that stuff he teaches in his music, all that niggerism, it came right back to show him. Now, look at you. Now, look how she's going to do your daughter. Now her daughter's already, he had to tell her about the makeup and all that. She ain't listening to that. Same thing what we've been bringing about Dwayne Wade or Zaire, yeah, but all these rappers, it's all coming back. Now their kids are being faggots and lesbians.
Yep.
Why? It starts in the house, y'all. That wickedness starts in the house. And that's what you have the kids doing. You see? That's why, bruh, that's one thing in my house. I make sure you're not going to disrespect me in front of my kids like that. We don't need to be a family because I'm going to show my son to have some damn balls. I don't want him getting with these women out here and then they just breaking his spirit.
Think that's the way.
Nigga come over here crying and, yeah, she said she got some other, nah. She was no good for you. She wasn't right. So you guys got to see these things. Go ahead.
Verse 18.
Uh-huh.
Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly.
Right. You see that? Like, what's going on? Man. So when you're real, it's like, let me guess.
It's hot right
Yeah.
The block is hot. Huh?
Yeah.
here. Block is hot.
That's when you get calls though, bro. And I'm sorry for putting some of y'all on blast, but I be getting those calls 8 months later. I'm like, damn, I ain't heard this brother for a while. He's like, so when a woman is like, okay, that's why you call a brother now, which is all good, but you got to see that if your life is geared about the motivation of women, you're never going to be pleased.
Yep.
Just on that point. Yep. Going back to the point. Let's jump to the next point in his question, which is what the woman was supposed to do. You already understand that your job is to listen, to be able to be instructed, to follow. Let me get one more on that subject, because we can't leave this one out of here on the instruction part, like her being willing to be instructed. Because we went over the striving, why she's striving, right? Because she don't want to hear that rebellious spirit, right? We went into that, but let's go into the willing to be instructed. Let's go to our famous scripture, 1 Peter 3. Gotta go there. Can't leave that one, all right? You all right over there? You all right? Need CPR? Somebody help her. Go ahead. Go ahead, huh? 1 Peter 3:1.
Oh, 3:1.
Yeah. 1 Peter 3:1. Go ahead.
Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands.
So there you go. So once again, who asked that in the text?
Aggie student.
Yeah, Aggie student. So once again, as you're setting your house in order and you're becoming that Hebrew Israelite man in the spirit, she has to come along the ride with you. If she doesn't comprehend this essential verses, then there's going to be a problem in your house from the door. From the door. If she don't understand 1 Peter 3, and she don't want to ride with it, you know what I mean? That's why you got to ask them, do you want to be this type of woman? And send her the scriptures. If she yeah, okay. But does this mean that you don't respect me? No, it don't mean that. Of course I'm going to respect you. But it means also that you know how to humble yourself to your husband. So read that.
Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands.
So subjection. We can't just run past this. We can't just dip off without subjection. Because that's the whole point of his question. It's like, is it off for her to do this? Is it wrong? Show me biblically it's wrong for her to be this way. Right? So we already went through strife. It shows you it's wrong, it's off. But this is going to get you a little bit deeper on the mind of a Hebrew Israelite, of a Christian woman. And I say Christian in the sense of a true believer, not Christianity. Don't get me twisted. Go ahead, read that.
It's subjection, the act of vanquishing and bringing under the dominion of another.
You have to vanquish the power and the dildo that the white man gave you. You have to vanquish the mind state that your job makes you more superior than the black man. That your vagina makes you more superior than the black man. You have to vanquish that mind state. You have to vanquish that that he's gonna humble to you or else. You gotta vanquish that. Because you don't really want a man like that.
Yes.
What you got?
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 14 and verse 34, just on the point.
2nd Ezra what?
14 and verse 34. Oh, you just hit my mind.
Go ahead.
Yeah, because you know that's the first step. Peace, prosperity, and patience, and love.
Right.
Read where you at.
2nd Ezra chapter 14, verse 34.
Come on.
Therefore, if so be that you will subdue your own understanding.
Do what?
Subdue your own understanding.
You got to subdue your own understanding. Wives have to. Because now you're on a different, you're not on your protocol anymore. You're not on your mission. You're on the mission of your husband now. Why? The most High ordained this man to be over you. But in this process, you first have to subdue, number one, your American mind state. Because American women and women all around are crazy, man. It's sad. Because you're going to be all alone by yourself, cuddling with your Snuggie and your dog, eating ice cream and cookies. But the scriptures are showing that you have to first subdue your own understanding. You have to. Your way of thinking, how your mother raised you. Read that again.
Therefore, if so be that you will subdue your own understanding.
Yeah, your own understanding, the things that you think is right. Your own perception of things. No, you got to subdue that and listen, like you were saying in the other scriptures. But what else do you have to do? Read.
And reform your heart.
Your husband's going to reform your mind and show you the correct way to apply the scriptures, to the correct way to think. Because a lot of us don't even know how to think. Literally. You can't analyze things correctly because your emotions, the way that you see things are skewed. It's been skewed through all the generations of the defilement of our people, of TV, of music, of the pop stars, of what they think is the right way. No. It says do what?
Reform your hearts.
Yeah, reform your hearts.
Ooh.
But there's a reason why the Most High is telling you, like you said. What class was that? You were saying just regarding the plague. The Most High is putting men over women in households so that He keeps you alive. You follow that good path. The Most High is doing this for a reason, but you have to recognize it and subdue and reform your heart. But what else is coming? Read.
Ye shall be kept alive.
You shall be what?
Kept alive.
That's why a lot of y'all look sick out there and destitute. Because you're not alive. You're dead. Like you said, you a piece of meat being passed around. The Most High wants you to flourish as a wife. But you first have to do these things. Subdue your own understanding. Reform your mind frame. See, like you said earlier, that pride started to bubble up and you rather die. You rather suffer alone rather than do these steps right here. Read that again.
Therefore, if so be that you will subdue your own understanding.
Come on.
And reform your hearts.
Right.
You shall be kept alive.
You shall be kept alive. Read.
And after death you shall obtain mercy.
And after death you shall what?
Obtain mercy.
What's more important? This life here? Huh? Your menial little job, your little pennies? Your job title? Huh? your ego, your not even your ego, your id. When you deal with psychology, your id is your childlike mentality. What you wanna please yourself. If you don't have things done your way, what you gonna do? Pout and cry. Ah! But the Most High said you gotta reform that, and that you may obtain mercy when death comes ringing around the corner. So just showing that this subduing is necessary. There's no way around it.
That goes back to subjection. Finish that definition of subjection.
Subjection.
And then we'll go back to 1 Peter 3.
The act of subduing the mind.
Right.
The act of vanquishing and bringing under the dominion of another. It says the state of being under power.
Yep.
Because whenever you even think about what was I going to? About just the subjection. The man is subjecting himself. So why can't you? Especially if this man's dealing with the scriptures, the Hebrew Israelite. He's subjecting himself to Christ and what Christ has ordained and telling him to do, ordering him to do. Mm-hmm. So why can't you? Like you said, he ain't out here got you on the block. He ain't got you out here putting you on hunger strikes. He ain't letting you eat. This is a righteous man sitting down with you, opening up the Bible. Let's pray together. Let's pray to the East, man. Let's pray to the East, sis. Let's burn some frankincense. Let's get righteous real quick, man. He's not telling you like a little ratchet little friend. Bounce around to the next man. Get you a drug dealing nigga. Okay, you gonna get some drug dealing hands on you. I'll never forget. There was a female. What you want your husband to smell like? A drug dealer. For real? What? You want him to smell like a drug dealer? Like, bro, I don't know everything.
But a wicked woman is given to a wicked man.
Come on.
That's for the wicked niggas out there.
Yeah.
Everybody got to have somebody.
I was still designing in the mall the other day how a drug dealer had a shootout with the feds, and he took his baby mama and used her as a shield.
Oh, right.
That's what you want. You want a drug dealing coward. Because that's what drug dealers are. They're cowards.
And they stand up with that too. And the women stand right up with that.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't care how many niggas they killed. You couldn't kill them one-on-one, hand-to-hand. See, that's what they think. Anybody can shoot anybody.
Right.
Anybody. A baby can do that. So that's when people really, when they talk about killers, like, oh, he's a killer. Like, anybody can shoot somebody. You give me a gun, and I got to survive. You know what I mean? It don't matter what you're dealing with. A lot of these guys, man, they ain't killers, man. They're cowards.
Yep.
They're cowards, and they do stuff out of being cowards, but if they had to go one-on-one with some of these damn women, they get beat down.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it, man.
You finisch that. Go 1 Peter 3:1. Let's finish that part. Come on.
Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands. That if any obey not the word.
See, and this is the problem that I said it and I'll say it again. This ain't got nothing to do with man. If you don't obey the word, what does the Most High want you to do? Yep. That's why when you get with a woman, what you supposed to have her do? 1 Peter 3, Proverbs 31, Ecclesiastes 25 and 26, because she has to really understand what it is to be a wife, what it is to be a servant to the Most High. A lot of these women don't understand it. They think, oh, we going to get in a relationship. This is going to be like the same thing in the world. You know what I mean? We get together, Netflix, and chill. It ain't going to work like that. You're getting ready to sew, do garments. You're getting ready to do some work. You're getting ready to administer, wash the disciples' feet. Do the work of the Most High. You're not just going to be sitting around and, all you use for is a plug. Like, what's the benefit in that? You just use for a plug. You know what I mean? You got to be used for something for the Most High. Right? Why? Because I want, if I truly, as a man, as your husband, want you to get to the kingdom, then I want you to have righteous works for the kingdom. That's how it should be. Right? Go ahead.
They also made without the word be won by the conversation of the wives.
Right. See, the conversation, if they don't have the word in them, then what is influencing them? The conversation of the wives, the conversation of TV, media, Oprah, music. Right? The conversation of family. You're going to be won by somebody else. somebody is influencing your mind. Somebody is. If it ain't the Holy Spirit, then what is it? And if it ain't your husband, then what is it? Somebody's influencing you. If it's the demon inside you, it's somebody. Go ahead.
Verse 2. While they behold your chaste conversation.
Now, this is going to go into your point, Aggie, to answer your question in depth. Your wife is supposed to, or I don't know if he's asking for himself, but these women are supposed to be in subjection and have a chaste conversation. She's supposed to be able to speak in a tone of humility. Go ahead.
Coupled with fear.
Wait a minute. Look up the word chaste. She's supposed to have a chaste communication. Not loud, not disgruntled, not out of order, not disrespectful. What does chaste mean?
It says, in language pure, genuine, uncorrupt, free from barbarous words and phrases.
Free from barbarism. She's a damn barbarous beast when she can't and she doesn't know how to speak to you gently. What do you look from a woman? When you look at a woman, you look at her soft, delicate, tender look in her face. You think gentleness, meekness, humbleness, how the Most High created you. But then when she speaks and is barbaric, you're thinking, wow, she's an animal. She's a brute. She's niggerish. This is what the Most High is showing you. Go ahead. No, what else you got?
That's it on that.
Okay, so that's what chaste means. Go ahead.
While they behold your chaste conversation, coupled with fear.
So the woman is supposed to have chaste conversation. You see that? Meek, humble. Right? Give me that one if there be meekness.
Yep. It's 36. Ecclesiastes chapter 36.
So we're in 1 Peter's 3, right? And we're going to go where?
Ecclesiastes chapter 36 and verse 23.
Ecclesiastes 36 and 23. Go ahead.
If there be kindness, meekness.
If there be what?
Kindness, meekness.
Right, so it's her chaste conversation. There's supposed to be kindness. Are y'all listening to this? When the woman speaks, she's supposed to be kind. So I don't have to go dwell with a dragon or a lion or run out of the house or go find me something that will be chaste and meek and humble. Right? Because that's what eventually is going to happen is you're going to be like, okay, I done tried. Taught you the Bible. Taught you the scriptures. You don't want to listen. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and do what I got to do then. Because you don't want to be the woman of the scriptures. So I'm going to find something that's going to really... That's the problem is, especially a lot of Israelite women. They think, okay, but because I'm sewing your garment, you're going to have to deal with it. You just replace garment for sexual favors. You know what I mean? Because you know how you get those? Well, I'm giving you sex, so you're going to have to deal with this. You just place garments and the things you're doing in the Most High to be out of order. Now I got to deal with your out of orderness because you're doing what the Most High told you to do. That don't make no sense. Read it again.
If there be kindness, meekness, and comfort in her tongue, it is not her husband like other men.
Her husband is not like other men because there's kindness and meekness. It brings peace.
Comfort.
And what?
And comfort.
And comfort. Y'all see that?
If you deal with that comfort, that's security, man. That's no worries. That's let me go ahead and relax like a beanbag, chill. You know, and you don't have to question like, dang, what kind of mood is she in today? Dang, I hope she get mad at a job. You know what I'm saying? dang, I hope I actually got me some food. You know, comfort. Something that you actually run home to.
Right.
I'm not saying run home, but you're happy to go home to.
Yeah, you're happy to go home to. You're like, damn, I can't wait to see her.
Right.
Can't wait to get home. Why? Because the world has been dragging me down.
Yep.
Job is garbage. Everybody in the world is trash. But one thing, when I go home, what am I going to see? I'll tell you what you're supposed to see. Ecclesiastes 26 and 16. Hold that. Wait, you finished with that one? Yeah. Good. Go to Ecclesiastes 26 and 16, and then we're going to jump back to 1 Peter's.
Ecclesiastes chapter 26, verse 15.
16.
As the sun, when it arises in the high heaven.
That's what you're supposed to see when you walk through the door. Not beat down. You know what, nigga? I did the kitchen, so now you get the you just don't mess the kitchen up. Like, that's how you greet me? Like, you clean the kitchen, so I'm supposed to like, okay, now you can be out of order. You know what I mean? Listen, I got all this cleaned up. Now, y'all dirty niggas don't mess it up. Because I'm here. See, that's what it is. It's like, your life is garbage. Go to the bathroom, open the cabinet, get the pills. No. Your life is trash if you're thinking like that. Like, and then you're making people around you trash. Because all you got, it's like, damn, that's the greeting. The greeting is, it ain't shalom, Yahweh Shemate, Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, how you get some rest, you know what I mean? No, it's, the kitchen is clean, nigga. Don't dirty it. Like, really? Really? Are you serious? Mawala, what you laughing at? read the scripture again.
As the sun, when it arises in the high heaven, so is the beauty of a good wife.
That's what's supposed to. Okay, I know y'all thinking it's like the sun on the black people, not white people, right? Because we know on white people it's burning them up. They right? Well, as the sun rises on a black sister, on an Israelite sister, right? On an Israelite brother, you look at it in the beauty, the glory, the brightness, right? Go ahead.
So is the beauty of a good wife in the ordering of her house. Why?
Because there's supposed to be beauty in ordering her house. Not, nigga, I'm ordering my house and see it, I'm disgruntled as hell because I'm doing it. You're just a brute. You're no different than like it says, a wicked woman. She's loud. She's disgruntled. You see that? Like, this is why the scriptures say, let not your good works be evil spoken of. You see what I'm saying? Because you clean the kitchen. Right? I don't want to blow it to be loud. But you see what I'm saying? Like, you clean the damn kitchen.
Right.
Okay, but you got to shoot me in the face right when I get up? But this is what happens in the households, man. Lucky they don't happen in my house, man, because if that was me, whoo, man, this is stuff I be hearing. Brothers be calling me with this. You know what I mean?
That's right, yeah. Yeah, the scripture says just about the rising sun, because you go to Ecclesiastes 25 and 17, the wickedness of a woman changeth her face and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth.
Right.
So that's what you're coming into. You're coming home to this darkened.
The whole house, the whole demeanor. Yeah, it's clean, but it's dark in here. Yeah. Why? Because there's demons around. There's a shadow around you. The nigga's up in the corner looking down.
Right.
You looking down and shit. And your mouth just opens up. It's like, oh, okay, right. Satan.
Bend your back.
Yeah. You're like, back upstairs. It's like, what are you doing? But these are the things that you got to see. That this is what happens when there's meekness and comfort in her tongue. Mm-hmm. Because she, you know, how many times you got to clean? How many times your wife clean the kitchen in your house? Exactly. That you know what you're saying? The kitchen is never going to stop being clean. Mawala, how many times you clean the bathroom? And you're going to do that till you're about 18, 19. It's not like one day you come in and the kitchen is gonna be, oh, you know what? It's always gonna be clean the next 3 or 4 days. Like that shows you that your mind is warped.
That'd be nice.
That shows you your mind is warped. That the house is never gonna be clean to the point. You got family, you got people, but this is where these women go off at. Because they're not understanding, I'm doing this for Yahweh Shai. I'm doing this for my household. It's supposed to be love in what I'm doing. Not anger and bitterness and I wish I was single mentality. Because that's where that comes from. You know that, right? Like, damn, if I didn't have no kids or a husband, my kitchen would be totally clean. You're right. Go be single then. Because that's the only way it's going to be clean. That's the only way it's going to be how you like it. But you got a family. You got kids. Guess what they're going to do? Come in, mess up, dirty up. Then you're going to have to do what? Tell them to be clean. It just shows you the mind of these women out here.
Selfish.
They're selfish as hell. Well, I'm not selfish because I'm clean. No, you're selfish because when you clean, you didn't do it from the heart to the Most High, to your family. You thought the one time you clean, Yahweh Shai was going to come back and give you a reward and that no more cleaning is going to be done. It's a destroyed mind. Go ahead, read.
Verse 17.
Uh-huh.
As the clear light is upon the holy candlestick, so is the beauty of the face in ripe age.
Right. So this is what it's supposed to be. When you come home, there's supposed to be a beauty, an enlightening, a welcoming spirit. Right, in that ripe age, right? Go ahead.
That was verse...
You said where?
Verse 13.
Go ahead.
The grace of a wife delighteth her husband.
There you go. The what?
The grace of a wife delighteth her husband.
Yeah, so that's where the grace comes in. See, this goes right back to 1 Peter 3. If she doesn't know how to talk, comfort, and approach her husband, then what is that going to do? That is going to discourage him. Right? A wicked woman doeth what?
Abated the courage.
Abated the courage. She take the strength. She make weak hand and feeble knees. Right? What you doing out drinking, brother? Woe is me, brother.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Straight up drinking.
A little for my infirmities, brother.
Right.
I can think of 3 people like that right now.
Bro, I can think about 5, 6.
A lot of them go home with that. They got that flask in their car.
But
taking a long way home.
But I am gonna throw this shot at the men. A lot of y'all men ain't doing nothing but family life.
Yep.
So that's what you get when you come in the door.
Yep.
When you're a Hebrew Israelite, the majority of the work you're doing and being busy for the work of the Most High, you know, and she sees you doing those things, she's going to be more likely to give you that support, love, and credit. You know, so you gotta see, man, that the house husband thing, man, the Most High is calling you out of that. You're going to be there and you're going to have to just deal with the dang wife duties. Husbandmen. So, did you finish that? Go ahead.
And her discretion will fatten his bones.
Yeah, and now I want you to jump back. I like that. Her discretion will fatten his bones, her bones too. Right? So read where you left off at. While they behold
your chaste conversation.
You see that? So her chaste conversation will fatten her bones, his bones. You see that? It make you thick. It make you comfy. It makes you comfortable.
Yep. You know, because really the man only reacts to those snobby comments, sarcasm, those shots. That's the only thing that causes strife.
Yeah.
You know, especially a man in the scriptures, bro. He want peace. Let's chill together. Let's relax. Let's read a little bit.
Yeah.
But when she got that, nigga, please.
Yeah, that. Yeah. You want to dwell on the rooftop, right? Let's finish this. Come on.
Verse 3.
Whose
adorning, let it not be that outward adorning, plaiting the hair and of wearing gold,
right,
or putting on of apparel.
Right. So this verse is obviously pointing out the physical appearance and how you display yourself. And how you choose to honor yourself. Your honor doesn't supposed to be your outward appearance, your physical appearance. The honor that is supposed to be being created within you is a chaste wife humble, obedient to the Most High, the commandments, coupled with fear, not what your physical appearance and whatever physical or carnal things. Go ahead.
Verse 4. But let it be the hidden man of the heart.
See? And that's what it, see, you see how this, it ain't got nothing to do with, oh, the man want to get the order. The woman is going to get in order. She's going to get in order. Y'all don't understand that. Go ahead.
In that which is not corruptible.
Right.
Even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit.
A meek and what?
Quiet spirit.
She's meek, humble, quiet. And quiet and humble don't mean that, okay, I'm going to shut up, but when you leave, I'm going to talk again. That don't mean that. Meek and quiet means that this woman understands how to honor herself, her family, her husband, and the Most High above all. And that he knows that he doesn't want me to be this niglet that is going to be burnt up crispily. Go ahead.
Which is in the sight of the Most High of great price.
Right. See, the Most High wants to get that from you. This makes you worth something. Humble, meek, chaste. That makes you worth something. Not the pounds of makeup, the fake earrings, the fake hair, the fake eyelashes. Your value becomes something when you exhort these attributes. Brothers and sisters, you got to see that, sisters. All right, you have to see that. Where are we at in time? Go ahead and read down, just for eat up the time, the rest of the time. Go ahead.
Verse 5. For after this manner in the old time, the holy women also who trusted in the Most High.
So don't give me this, no women was like that. There was women that are like this, that were righteous, that had integrity. Remember that word? Yep. That had shame, right? That had a standard. There were women like that. There are examples like that. Go ahead.
Adorn themselves, being in subjection unto their own husbands.
Right. See, being subject to their own husbands. Go ahead.
Verse 6. Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord.
Right.
Whose daughters ye are as long as ye do well. And are not afraid with any amazement.
See, you know what the amazement is? The amazement comes through what America put in your head. Now you're amazed at reading this. Subjection, meek, quiet, humble. You're like, you tripping.
Right.
You're amazed at that. There's supposed to be no amazement.
But that ain't what Cardi B said.
Yeah,
Now I was reading and you talking about it. It's like in verse 5 it said in the old time when you talk to these girls, a lot of times they say, "What you want to do at like 1500s, 1950?"
Yeah.
It's like you're right. That's the.
But you gotta hit them and be like, but listen, you're gonna see that you're not valued in this time because you don't have those qualities. So keep being tossed around like a steak that Salt Bae casts around.
Dang. Right.
Yeah, just like throwing steak. Keep being tossed around like that. You'll see after 30 niggas later, 3 baby daddies later, you know what I mean? When you're 32, because all that happened when she was 16 to 30, right? Then you realize, man, I got to get a good man. Like, but what is a good man to you?
Yep, nigga allow me to do whatever I want to.
Yeah. See, and then it's sad.
It's just like when you see a woman when they be like, they'll have that man for that long time, and then all of a sudden you see that man go off with another woman, and they be like, well, what did I do for him to leave? And then they don't realize, like, if you just sat back and looked at yourself,
right?
You know, like, well, that's why you love.
Right.
They know, like.
It's that pride. It's that pride. It's like you said, the ego. They don't want to listen. They want to fight every step of the way. They want to make the house a damn battle zone, a war zone, and then they're like, well. It's like, damn, but look at all the stuff you did to push this man away. So I know I ran with that one because that was a good question. Aggie. Did they have any more on there? What we got?
Question. can you clarify what Yahushua was saying in Luke 22, verses 36 through 38?
Let's go there.
And it says the second thing he says is, I don't see Yahushua needing weapons when he can call down fire.
Go ahead, read that.
22 and verse 36.
Luke chapter 22, verse 36. Then said he unto them, but now he that hath a purse, let him take it, and likewise his scrip. And he that hath no sword, let him sell his garment and buy one.
Oh, no. Well, I think you're missing the point here that Yahushua was talking to the apostles. He wasn't talking to himself. He was telling the apostles, like, listen, you guys are going to need some things when I leave. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's going to go down and you got to protect yourself. So you might have to sell your garment, buy a sword. You might have to carry it with you because they're going to be coming after you. So that's what he was saying. He wasn't saying that for himself. He could have cast out fire from heaven, but he wasn't doing that. Remember, he didn't come to destroy at that time. Yahushua came to die. So what he was telling them was, y'all get prepared. All right?
He said through 38. So.
Through 38, go ahead.
For I say unto you that that is written must yet be accomplished in me. And he was reckoned among the transgressors, for the things concerning me have an end.
Right.
Verse 38.
Right, that was Yahushua, right? In that he's quoting out of Isaiah, where he was going to be known amongst transgressors. Meaning that Yahushua was falsely accused, right, of things that he did not do. Because he was taking on the sins of his people, Israel. Go ahead.
Verse 38. And they said, Lord, behold, here are 2 swords. And he said unto them, it is enough.
Okay. Yeah. So, but we know that Yahushua didn't do nothing with the sword, so that wasn't, that wasn't the case. Yahushua was making sure they were prepared, because we know when they went and got Yahushua, Peter drew his sword and chopped off the man's ear. And what did Yahushua do? No, chill. He that lives by the sword shall die by the sword. It's not time for that. Right. So a lot of what he was telling them what to do was for after. You know what I mean? This is going to prepare you for after when I leave.
Because he was pretty much saying, look, they've taken me, let them take me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're taking me. Very good point. They're taking me. Let them take me. I got to fulfill my path. Exactly. But y'all got a whole nother path. Y'all going to be chased. Y'all going to be beaten. Y'all going to, some of y'all going to be killed. Remember he said that? So, yeah. Is that it on that? What else we got?
Shalom, I wanted to get a quick breakdown of 2nd Ezra 7, verses 28 through 33.
Who asked that?
This is William Allen.
Go ahead. Second Ezra
7, verses 28 through 33.
Second Ezra 7:28. Go ahead, read that.
For my son Jesus shall be revealed with those that be with him, and they that remain shall rejoice within 400 years. And after these years shall my son Hamashiach die, and all men that have life. And the world shall be turned into the old silence 7 days.
Let me go over that in its entirety. I can go over that next class because I can go ahead and show you how that links with Daniel's. All right, that's all that is. It's just talking about the period of time when Yahushua was going to die, right? The prophecies. That's all it was.
You said that was back in Daniel?
Yeah, Daniel's. Remember, he talks about the desecration of the annihilation, the desolation.
Oh yeah, okay.
Right. So that links in a little bit with that, but it's 9 now. So I'll go over that. I'll touch on that next class. It's simple. It's not all that hard. All right. Was that it?
That was it.
Okay.
Aggie student said the Wild Brothers.
Yeah. I like I said, I know I went into that in its entirety because I felt you needed kind of scriptures on that point. So hopefully those scriptures, those precepts help on that. All right. Other than that, we will be here. We will be here next class. Remember tomorrow's class in Houston. We'll be back here Thursday. All right. So other than that, let's salute them. Let's say shalom.
Shalom.
I gotta use the restroom. This guy.